Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-June 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aries. Welcome to mid-June. Depending on when you're watching this, Aries, you may even be watching on my birthday. But anyways, as always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything you have going on this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the remainder of June. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and then the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But Aries, again, let's go ahead and get started on column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So first we have our summary affirmation card of I feel peaceful. I always love when cards like balance, peace, when those type of energies come up. It's good, 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 good. One of those things, we always need more peace. We always need more balance. So I love this. I think you had a relatively peaceful last few weeks, Aries. So that in itself is a win for sure. But let's take a look and see what messages we've got. Just going to scoot these down a tiny bit. Okay. So first up, we have the World card. The World card is the last card of the Major Arcana. It's about completing a goal, completing a lesson. Something is wrapping up and coming to a close here. So some sort of closure, some sort of completion. We like that. Anytime we wrap something up, that gives opportunity for something new to come in. The next card that we have is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands can be a card of being kind of burnt out, and maybe that's why we had more of a peaceful week. I think you were probably pretty tired, pretty exhausted, which in return led you to have a more quiet month, which is not a bad thing at all. At the bottom here we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of like feeling like you have to defend yourself, feeling like you have to protect yourself. And again, I feel like we've come to peace with this. Like maybe you were trying to justify, maybe you were trying to explain, and now you're kind of like, it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about explaining. I'm not going to worry about defending. So I like that you had a peaceful week. I know, again, it was like a lot of like tired, stressed, burnt out that probably led you there. But I think the quiet week was good, and it led you to stop defending. It led to wrapping up and completing something. But let's take a look and see what other messages we have here. First up, we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card. This is, again, like the exhaustion, the worry. There could have been some angst around getting this thing complete, too, so we have a nice sense of peace now that we have completed this task, so I love that too. It does seem like this completion was a big contributor in that peaceful energy as well. The next card that we have is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles has a ton of meanings, but one of the meanings is like kind of laying low. It's a card of isolation. Again, because you were burnt out, because you were tired, because there were so many things going on, it really led way to this opportunity to just kind of take it easy and have a peaceful few weeks. So that's what's coming through with the Five of Pentacles there. And then at the bottom here we have the Temperance. The Temperance is a card of balance and harmony. It's interesting, I mentioned balance when you pulled the peaceful card. So I do think you were able to restore some peace, restore some harmony, restore some balance, get back to that kind of peaceful place. After what seems like it could have been pretty stressful, it could have been pretty busy, definitely exhausting times it seems. So recovery, I think, wraps this or summarizes this well these last few weeks. Now, Aries, let's take a look at our next column, which is just general, what's coming for the remainder of June. We have the card, I am beautiful. Such an amazing affirmation. You are beautiful inside and out. And guess what, Aries? You're going to have a beautiful next few weeks. So, love to see that as well. Let's take a look at our cards, though, for this column and see what messages we've got. First up, we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. So this is new ideas. Some new clarity too. I feel like, think about looking through like have you ever been to the eye doctor and they like are adjusting to see what prescription you need and it's like blurry, 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 clear. I feel like that's what I'm hearing. So it's like blurry, 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 and then clear. So you're going to get clarity. You're going to get a clear vision on something, Aries, which is super exciting. The next card we have is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a card of being very bold. So do be ready to make some bold moves, especially as we gain this clarity. This is about leading forward. This is about taking charge. It's kind of being in a position of power. So you have the ability. It's in your ballpark. It's in your wheelhouse to take the next step. Then at the bottom here, we have the Ten of Cups. If you've watched my readings before, you know I love the Ten of Cups. It's my favorite card in the, it's my favorite card in the entire deck. I have the hiccups. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Sorry. We have the Ten of Cups, though. The Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. This is a card of everything wonderful. We have a nice full rainbow, a happy couple, kids playing, the grass is green, the water's running, there's a house in the background. It's seriously everything wonderful. Total love, support, contentment, happiness. I especially like it because when I was younger, I didn't think contentment was that good, and now I realize it's hard to be content. So content is meaningful. So really positive outcome of these next steps, it seems. Again, you're going to get the clarity to take the action. It will feel like a bold move, but again, you have the clarity you need. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of nurturing. And it's interesting. It's like you've been working this over, you've been nurturing this, you've been working on whatever this thing is, but it's like you needed the clarity, you needed that kind of validation or confirmation. So again, I see you working on this, I see you nurturing this. This is kind of like your baby, your idea, and then you get the clarity, the vision you need to execute. The next card we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. Of course, success being the big standout, jump out word here, will be very successful. We talked about that with the Ten of Cups as well. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of enjoying what you're doing, enjoying these next steps. This is also like you've worked hard for it, so reaping the benefits of it. So not only enjoying the journey, but also the reward on the other side. So super neat to see there, Aries. Love this next few weeks for you. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So starting out with a quick money message. Money should first be invested into your physical, mental, and spiritual growth and development. Without the health and well-being of these three, there is no purpose for money. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. Starting at the top here, we have the Hangman. The Hangman can be pretty literal. This is like stagnant. You're hanging by your foot. When we see this, it's typically needing more information, needing more clarity, needing more information. So you can't move forward without something. The nice thing about this is also like a card of gaining wisdom. So again, you need more information, but then you receive more information in this situation. So we'll clarify that, Hangman, but it's like we've been waiting for more information, but it appears that the information will be coming. The next card that we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of resting, retreating, renewing. While you're in this kind of hangman waiting period, I encourage you to kind of get some R&R, some rest and recovery. Capitalize on that wait to the best of your ability. And then at the bottom here, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is typically a love card. It's very romantic. It's partnership. It's proposal. It's marriage. I would say there's a new relationship, though, that's going to help drive things forward for you here, Aries. Or this is like a new opportunity coming in, potentially the opportunity you've been waiting for. So relationship or opportunity here at the bottom. But let's go ahead and clarify. First up, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a card of being very bold, being very powerful, being very courageous. Again, it's like being ready to take the step, but needing that information. But once you have that information, Aries, you're going to be able to take the leap. You're going to be able to take the next big step, potentially tied into what we were just talking about before, too. The next card that we have is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion. Again, you're kind of tired, so while you're in this waiting period, capitalize on the opportunity to rest, recover, renew, get your planner all squared away, schedule meetings you've been missing out on, those kind of things. Like, capitalize on the quiet time with some low-key rest activities, because again, you're going to make a really big, powerful move once we have the information we need. And then at the bottom here, we have the Justice card. The Justice card is always favorable for you, so I love that. This is like win-win solutions, though. So in terms of partnership, it's like they're going to help you, and in return, you're going to be helping them. So it's a very synchronized, beneficial win-win relationship or opportunity. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. Starting with a quick love message here, Aries. It says, freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So, in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage. Again, whatever you associate with love. Taking a look at our cards here. First up, we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of worry. It's a card of angst. You see this person is sitting up in bed, so there could be like nightmares happening, something bothering you to the point where you can't sleep at night. We're going to clarify this, but it's like, I feel like there's some discontentment here, Aries. Let me phrase it that way. I feel like you are not content with a relationship status. Maybe there's something that you're not, something you want that you're not getting currently, something you need that you're not getting currently. Again, this is coming through as discontentment, and that's not always the meaning of the card, but I'm just kind of saying what I'm hearing here. The next card we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very solid, practical, and wise. So there is a solution. There is potential for course correcting these feelings. The King of Pentacles is saying there's a solution here. At the bottom here we have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love. This is a card of unconditional love, self-respect. So this is a really good love card, generally speaking. This is also a card of courage too. So I'm just going to say what I'm hearing here, and hopefully it makes sense for some of you, Aries. Like, there is some discontentment that's happening here. There's a solution available, but I feel like the solution available is like this self-love piece. Like, if you're not getting what you need, do it for yourself. But let's clarify and see what other kind of context I can provide you here. First up, we have the Page of Cups. So this is a card of new love, so definitely some potential for a relationship. So let's say you want a relationship and you're really unhappy in a relationship, but then you're not really like taking any action to get into the relationship, Aries. So this is like taking the steps you need. Again, the solution's there, and here you are receiving the thing that you want. The next card that we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is a very respectful card. It's a planning card. Again, there's a very respectful solution here. It will take some planning. It will take some action on your part, but there's a solution to whatever situation we have here. And then at the bottom here, we have the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card of the Major Arcana. It's about taking chances, going on that new path, adventure. It's about pursuing that solution. So again, you have the ability to take action to remedy whatever this is that you're feeling, whatever that void is. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, the summary affirmation card of I feel confident. I love this. Confidence is key. We should be confident in all things that we do, Aries. And if you're not feeling confident in it, maybe that's an indicator it's something you shouldn't be doing. So keep confidence top of mind as you go into these next few weeks. But let's see what messages we have here. Okay, first up we have the Lovers card. The Lovers card absolutely can be a love card. It's partnership, deep love, strength together. I do think this is actually coming through as a decision though. So anytime we have two of something on a card, Aries, it indicates a decision that needs to be made. The next card that we have is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles has so many different meanings. But I feel like there's some worry around this decision. I do think this is a decision you're going to be making alone too. So it's kind of like isolated. It's on you. It's a big decision though that's causing some angst. But then the positive outcome, it looks like a really positive outcome with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is self-sufficiency. So again, doing for you. This is luxury, financial gain, enjoying things on your own. So I do see you making a decision on your own. Again, make it confidently. And it seems like the outcome is going to be really, really positive there for you, Aries. Now let's take a look here at our clarifiers. First, we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebrations. You'll be so glad you made this decision. There are family and friends there if you want to bounce ideas off of, but again, this is very much a you decision that needs to be made. And it looks like this is like a final decision of something. So if you look at this card, it's like a finish line. So it's like, this is the next big step. This is the finish line there. The next card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very resourceful card. It's about being resourceful with the resources you have. So as you make this decision, leverage all of your options. Use all your thought processes, past experiences, advice, whatever it may be. It's like a combination of all things to make that decision. So use your resources when making that decision. And at the bottom here, we have the Nine of Wands. So once the decision's made, there needs to be a little bit of persistence, a little bit of push, and then that will get us to that very positive Nine of Pentacles outcome. Okay, Aries, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the Four of Clubs. This is number 4 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the Four of Spades. This is number 49 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the Eight of Clubs, the number 13 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, no, no for you. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Notes deck, Healing Stones deck. Your crystal this month are agate. This is retreat, calm, stability, and protects you from outside influences. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, you will get to heal when you let go of past hurts, forgive those who have wronged you, and learn to forgive yourself for your mistakes. Thank you so much, Aries, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aries, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your June.